Hello, welcome back. Laisha here again, and here to take you into the next step, the second video in our series, and we'll focus on 3D content design. So let's talk about how to establish the 3D content pipeline. It's really an important part to understand different stakeholder needs so that you can get your content strategy right from the start. Maybe it's working with your e-commerce team on how we want those models to display on the product detail page. Or maybe it's working with your marketing and merchandising teams on how to leverage those 3D models in visual merchandising. Really the principle here, and it's a guiding principle here at 3D Cloud by Markson, is understanding the reusability of those 3D models. Whether it's part of a PDP, a product detail page, or you're using it for an augmented reality experience, or maybe it's a room design, a room planning experience. Understanding the different use cases and how you can reuse that content so you're not having to model it more than once. With 3D Cloud by Markson, our philosophy is really about separating what we call the geos, or the physical products, and the materials. As an example, let's say you've got an armchair, a sofa, and a love seat. All those are 3 different models, 3 different geos, but then you can apply the same materials and only pay for the cost of materials once. Again, we're looking at how we can steward the investment around 3D content to get as much reusability and scalability as possible. Another consideration around the geos themselves is whether or not you want to model an entire product altogether, or if you want to break down the parts into individual levels. So as an example, if you have an office chair, you've got the seat back, the seat bottom, the casters, the legs, maybe you have arms or you have lumbar support. Thinking about how you can break down even the geos into individual parts to maximize the reusability of those assets. So just to recap, we've talked about different approaches. We've talked about key considerations for designing the content itself, breaking it apart into different pieces, materials, and geos. And now we're going to move into our third video, which is really around 3D content conversion, and buyer beware.